Hello, everyone. I'm Vivian,
And I'm Pop.
and this is Pop Culture with Pop. This is part two of our analysis of Marvel Rivals character designs. As we talked about in the first part, this podcast is mainly going to be me and my dad talking about different aspects of pop culture that we find interesting. And with the popularity of Marvel Rivals and our relatively long history with comics, we felt this would be a good way to start.
Yep. And for this one, I tried looking for the part one online for reference just to have a better view of things. But this time I'm turning to our trusty Marvel Encyclopedia by DK Random House. It's the 2019 edition, so it should give us some good reference. Just as backstory, um, Viv and I play a game where we open up the book randomly and try to guess a character from the descriptions given. It's kind of fun. I
We're a
recommend
lot
trying
better.
it. Yeah,
We're a
we're
lot
better
better
at
at
DC
DC.
overall, but it's fun to try.
So last time we left off with Mantis,
Yep, we
and
covered
so
Mantis.
the next one is Mr. Fantastic.
Similar suit to Invisible Woman, a lot of white and blue.
The
I just
four is the same. It is consistent across the Fantastic Four designs.
I'm just not digging the four.
I
It's I have an issue with any type of fonts you stretch that it's really hard to do well, and I don't think it works well in this particular instance.
I will say I like that they made Reed visibly old. I like that they gave him like a very rough beard and they have a lot of white hair on him. It makes him seem like he's been doing this for a very long time.
Now I gotta say, he's once again ripped, which makes us old people feel great that the old guys are ripped in the game. So like, where is he finding the time to work out with all the stuff? He barely has time from his experiments, so I don't know
I
where he's getting
mean,
ripped. Plus, he's
he's pretty
rubber.
much, yeah, he's made of rubber. He can manipulate his body however he wants.
Yeah, we're gonna end that right there. All
I'm
right.
like, see, his main attack is literally stretching out his arms to punch people.
Which for a genius level scientist seems, not the best way to go.
He can also grab you and launch you towards him, or grab two people and throw them into each other.
Well, once again, guy who can invent a portal to the negative zone, just punching and stretching is.
I mean, he wouldn't really be Mr. Fantastic if you weren't using his stretching at all.
Well,
Like,
fair, but is there anything else? Has he got like he looks like he one
like
point he puffs up really
he can
weirdly?
absorb damage and shoot it back.
Oh, sort of like
This
a
works.
trampoline. Like if something
So
hits him, it goes back.
yeah. So remember that Iron Man ultimate I showed you where he shoots like that projectile?
Yep. His
Uh
hands come together, big
yeah.
cannon shoots out a beam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic using this ability can actually reflect the ultimate back. So he is very powerful as a DPS because he can catch enemy ultimates and throw them back.
Yeah, I gotta say the costume, it looks like it's a knockoff or like a little bit like a Heroes Reborn vibe to it. Like I love the classic blue. Um, I'm just not I'm not in love with the white and the gray and the blue in here. It's just not doing anything for me. And
And then
like what's on
this
his
is
back?
his
He's got like a back, this little like
piece.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
little metallic piece in the middle of his
Yeah.
back. What does that provide?
I think it's supposed to be kind of like the spacesuits they wear. It's supposed to be like a little bit of extra tech.
For what?
I'm not 100% sure. Mr. Fantastic cellular elasticity, da 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 da. But now he'll have to stretch his mind further than ever to build the time stream reintegration device and end this cross-dimensional crisis. So it does not really say
Yeah,
why.
I think this is one case where
I feel
it doesn't
like,
look good. They try to modernize a classic look, and
yeah,
there's just too much junk on it. I'm not a fan. Too many
I will
odd
say,
choices.
as someone who knows the alternate costumes, Especially for Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, their alternates are a lot better than their base in
I
terms
would
of
hope
design.
so. And I don't, and for a stretching character, he's got like knee pads that are metallic. And now, does he create some device like there's elbow pads that are metallic? Does that stretch? Like it doesn't
Yeah,
make
it looks
sense.
like it all stretches, yeah.
And if he's rubber, does he need knee pads and elbow pads? Probably not. Probably not. Just saying. All right.
Yeah.
So not a fan. Not loving the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four costume so far.
Yeah. These are the only two members of the Fantastic Four we currently have as
But
well.
but there is a preview screen with the
Yes.
Thing and with Human Torch looking a little more close. Oh, we moved on.
Yep. Next up, we've got Moon Knight.
All right,
I
so
I love this design. I think this is a really nice design for Moon Knight.
I gotta say I like that it's the classic colors. Once again, for practicality, use the hood, which he always has a hood, so
Yep.
it is on brand. It's just I don't understand how you see through it. Like if it is, it'd be kind of
I
neat if it's transparent. It has a little bit like a hawk or eagle head look from
yeah,
the side, the hood. Yeah.
kind of like Khonshu's beak a little bit, kind of going over, and he has kind of eye designs on the side.
And I like on the knee pads, there's is that an Ankh?
The
Is that right?
Ankh, yeah, the
Yeah, I
Ankh
like
on
that
the
that's
side,
on there.
and he's got his clubs behind him as well. He's got his clubs attached to his back.
I don't know how you get or you pull them from underneath. Let's see.
Yeah,
Does it rotate?
it's right there.
All right. It's sort of across the back of the belt.
Yeah, and
So
then he like
horizontal with
gra
the belt. Horizontal
yeah,
with the
and
belt.
he grabs them from behind, and they can extend out. I do like on the symbol and his eyes there is a glow, which kind of shows that he does have connections to magical forces and stuff, because that is a part of Moon Knight's character that's often forgotten, I feel, a lot in designs, is he is inherently a very mystical character.
Now it is way armored. Like he's got an
Yeah.
Iron Man feel to him and pouches. Like it's like Iron Man put on Batman's belt a little bit. Like so I'm not quite sure why. Is there a reason
Um,
for the game
ooh,
that
they
all these
have
people are armored?
they have three signatures for him. They have Mark, they have Steven, and they have Jake's.
That I like. I hope, but you know what? Looking at them, they're very similar. Let me see. Is that? I mean, they're a little
Kind,
different. They're a little different.
yeah.
The S is different, but it would be cool to have
Uh,
non-script, like a printed one, and maybe like
So
a rougher feel. So
yeah, yeah,
I wish they'd taken just a tad further.
yeah.
Um,
In
yeah.
terms of
So going back to
ability,
my question, like, why
yeah.
so much armor?
I feel like it's in part to kind of, well, a lot of the characters, like I mentioned, are from different universes and stuff. I'm not sure why Moon Knight is so armored, but for like Captain America, he's from 2099. For Scarlet Witch, she's from 2099. Um,
Now, and the other thing is, all right, so they all have armor. Does it all absorb the same amount of damage? Like how does that work? Because if I'm looking at
well,
heroes and
the
specifically the
tanks,
ones you mentioned, like Black Widow, Captain America, and Moon Knight, do they all take the same armor damage?
no, Captain America as a tank has more health and he has his shield.
And a tank in the video game thing just means what, like sort of a blunt
Higher
object. Yeah.
health mainly is on the front lines, can take a lot of damage and can deal out a decent amount.
So I like what about the back? On the back there's that crescent,
Yep.
his symbol. Is that do anything?
In game, he does have a double jump,
All right.
and when he is in the air, he can glide.
Oh yeah, the cape. The cape makes him
Yep,
glide,
the
but
cape
there's a
extends
specifically it
into
looks
it.
like a crescent that's like almost another weapon. I was wondering if that did anything on the cape.
Uh, that I believe is, yeah, he grabs it off his back and he throws it as a larger blade that can bounce between enemies.
Yeah, the only thing is you never really see it you see the energy, like a blue
Yeah.
energy, but it never actually leaves his cape. It's like back on his cape.
He also does have a grappling hook. He is a very high mobility character.
He has a, I don't know how he's high mobility with all that armor, gotta tell you.
His main attack is unique as well because it bounces between enemies.
Right?
And so he can deal a lot of damage really quickly in groups. His big Moonblade attack also bounces between enemies, and he can throw out up to two onks, and those onks he can also bounce his projectiles off of, and they will home into the nearest enemy.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's fine, and it matches sort of the classic Moon Knight costume. But I really wish they would have gone
Yeah.
with the suit version, where he's wearing the white suit and has the mask. I think that would have been a nice change up for the game.
Also, his ultimate summons the Hand of Khonshu on his enemies, which is like his most mystic kind of ability, and you can see him like holding up an ankh for it.
Oh, that's kind of cool. There's a big hole.
And
There's a big portal and stuff drops from the sky. The
yep,
energy, what's dropping? Looks
it's
like
a
feet.
hand
Oh, it's a
it's
hand of
hands of
Khonshu.
Khonshu. It's like Khonshu's talons.
That's weird.
Also, he
That's
does
just odd.
team up with Cloak and Dagger,
Oh, and what
and
happens with?
he creates a little light and dark realm, and when he's inside it, he's invisible.
All right. Okay. That's a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, but I will say, Mr. Knight is in this game in some
All right.
way.
All right.
They
Okay.
do they do Mr. Knight. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
Was he wearing a double-breasted suit? I think he is wearing a double-breasted. I have to check. Hold on.
Anyway,
We're
so
going to the book. We're going to the book.
but
Moon.
yeah, I
And
do
just the
like
yeah.
the kind of simplicity in terms of colors. Like they do a good job of making it almost entirely black and white, with the only other colors really being the brown straps that you can occasionally see. But other than that, he
Oh,
has a
there's blue. He's
very
got like the blue
he's
glow,
got
the
a
cape.
little bit of blue, but it's very it is not eccentric in terms of its use of colors. And I think that's really good for
Excessive.
Moon.
Not
Excessive,
excessive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not excessive, which is really good for Moon Knight.
Oh, and with Mr. Fantastic, the costume, I think I nailed it. I'm looking at the book. I think that was similar. The four over the left chest. I think that is
Yep.
Heroes Reborn, which I did not care for overall. I don't think I'm alone. And then the white, they could have gone with white. I like the one they used when he was part of the Future Foundation. That was a
Mm.
nice white and black
Future
costume.
Foundation was interesting, yeah. That
Yeah,
was
but yeah.
post, or was that pre or post Multiversal Society of Reeds?
I think it was
Because I remember
before.
Spider-Man was also a part of it, at least for a little bit.
I want to say it's before. I'd have to pull out the timeline. I get lost on the crossover timeline thing, but I think
Yeah,
it's like they took the Heroes Reborn, the Future Foundation, and the regular costume and went here. Let's see what happens when we put it in the blender. So I'm not a fan.
yeah, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I do think this is a pretty good Moon Knight design. It's it's not like terrible, but it's not doing anything like incredibly new with it.
No,
Next up, we have Namor.
Namor, Namer. No, let's not do
Namor.
Namor. Oh, he got his tips frosted. All righty.
I like that they
He's
kept the
got
wings.
for all you DC haters, sorry, he's got an Aquaman feel. They made his hair blonde. They gave him like one armored arm, like
Well,
so he's got a
yeah,
little bit
but
of a
this
he's
is
got a
more
little bit of
shells. I will say this is
eh,
more like shell
the
designs.
the colors and the strap going. The He's got a belt or a strap going across his chest. He gives me a very strong Aquaman vibe, especially with the yellow tips in the front. Because it's only on one side. Who they
No,
had a
it is
hairdresser.
consistent. He has it like braided behind as well. He has a majority of it in braids that go over and behind.
And I'm trying to figure out. So, like in the comic, his wings are part of him. In this one, like, it looks like they're attached, unless they're popping through ankle
It's it's
armor.
kind of ambiguous as to whether or not they're attached to him. I will say I like the design of his weapon. I like that they didn't just give him a trident. They gave him like a three-pronged spear with an eye in the center, which does make his at least weaponry very distinct.
I mean, I think it technically will still count as a trident. It's just that it's not
It's
all
not
on
the
one
three
plane,
prongs,
right?
yeah.
It's not flat like fork prongs. It comes around like a claw a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, I just
It's
it's you swim, right? Namor is in the ocean.
yeah.
So that big hunk of shell, it's like he stayed around too long and got barnacles. I mean, I'm not, and I think I would have gotten rid of the wings. I know everybody likes the wings on the feet, but practically, I don't
I
see how that
mean,
could work.
in the game, the wings are he can like fall slowly using them, and he also does fly into the air and create like a protective bubble of water. So they do actually utilize the wings as a part of his abilities.
Yeah, I always found the wings to be impractical. That's just me.
He
I mean,
also,
they'd be, whoa, you can summon an octopus?
yep, he can summon up to two of them and they act as turrets.
Turrets.
They stick in place and they shoot at people, yeah. And then
And can he
ultimate,
bring up anything other than octopuses? Octopi? Oh,
his
was it a whale?
ultimate, yep,
He drops a whale, a blue water whale with his ultimate.
yep.
Wow. I wish you could see the whale better. It kind of looks weird coming down. It
I
comes down
mean,
pretty
you can
quick.
kind of see it. Like you can see it is, yeah, it is relatively quick. I do
It's a
like
yeah.
his signature once again, not like a typical signature,
Oh,
I
it's
think is.
they stole that from the movie, or they borrowed. I'm sorry, borrowed. It looks like a Mayan glyph to me.
Yeah, it does a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Which
But
was,
yeah,
that's sort of what they played off of in Black Panther 2.
yeah. I will say it is kind of difficult to design either Namor or Aquaman without at least a little bit of parallels between the two, just because of how similar they are in a lot of
Oh
ways.
no, that's just lazy. No, 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 no.
I mean,
Any character. Come on. You got what? You got Superman, you got Sentry, you got a lot of
Sentry and
characters.
Superman have, I would say Superman and Sentry are different in part because of color palettes, along with Sentry as a character being an entirely different beast.
Well, they're all going to be different. I mean, but like Moon Knight and Batman, there's a good one. They're different.
I hate the Moon Knight Batman comparisons. I
The
can get
rich guy who
he's
goes
not
around and hunts
he's
crime at night.
one of his alter egos is rich. One of his personalities is rich. I believe it's Mark that's the rich one. I think it's Mark.
I'll go to the trusty encyclopedia here to
Yeah,
see why we
check
brought it up.
because I remember Jake is a cab driver,
Yeah, he's not rich.
and Steven's kind of just there a
Yep,
lot
you
of
are
the
correct.
time.
Millionaire Stephen Grant.
Yeah, so they don't have endless funds as well. Like a lot of his stuff is from his deal with Khonshu. It's not just I have money, give me weapons kind of thing.
But like, where does he? All right, we'll leave that out. I'm just saying there's a way to design them so they look different and unique
Yeah.
characters. Um,
I mean,
they don't
I
have to
do
look the
still
same.
think he does have a couple of very distinct visual motifs that differ him from an Aquaman design.
Yeah, he's got little wings on his feet that are useless. Yeah.
Also, he does have like pointed ears, like they give him that kind of non-human ears. They do have like beads as well. They give him like beaded jewelry in between the bones.
I'm just it's fine. It's Namor. You're not going to mistake him. I don't understand why he's dyeing his hair. Maybe that's just, the chlorine in the water. Who knows?
Next up, Penny Parker.
Oh, all right. Whoa. That looks like a video game character, Penny Parker. She's either a young woman or a older
This
teenager.
is more accurate to the comics than Spider-Verse, I will say. This design is
Penny
more,
Parker?
yes. Penny Parker in her own solo run looks more like this than she does look like the movie design.
I'm gonna go to the book, but I don't think she's gonna be in it. I think the book's just a
Yeah,
little
you're
dated for that. But she looks like help me with the video game. There's a video game with a farce. There's a game where the character looks a lot like this.
the comparison I see a lot is Neon Genesis Evangelion,
Yes.
which is the pre-definite mecha anime, which her design and her original story do draw a lot from.
Yeah, so I'm not liking this. I think this looks like a, we're going through the, oh, I need to create a female character costume. Let's go to the, video game book and pull three, four, and five and add it together. Is there any webs on there? Is there anything I'm looking?
They are not very much on her, but like with her mech, which is her design is kind of secondary to the mech because in gameplay she is in the mech at all times.
She's
So
in the
you are,
mech.
yes, she is in the
Now,
mech at all times.
now I don't actually see her in the book unless I'm reading it wrong. Is it PEN? Oh, yeah, there's PEN. Nope. And then they have the Parkers, and she's not it. So the book's a little dated for that. Now, the robotic mech looks great.
I
Love
do
it.
really like the
They
mech.
keep
Yeah.
the energy or gem in the middle, which I like. I like the very tiny waist. I don't know how she fits in this practically.
I
Like if I
do
can,
like
oh
that there's like stickers and decals on like the sides of it and stuff. Like it's very clearly something she's personalized.
yeah, but I don't like in the movie. She's not actually in the mech, as I recall. She
Yeah,
controls
she
it.
is.
She's in the mech.
She's
Yeah, I
in the
can't.
mech.
All right. Well, I can't see her getting in this mech at that size. Like her
It's
feet have to
main,
be stuck together.
yeah.
So I'm
I
not.
will
Yeah.
say this is Penny is a tank in the game. She has the role of a tank in the game.
All right. What do we got for her moves?
She's got shoulder-mounted cannons as her main attack.
All right.
She has a snare that is kind of like a digital web that she can put down.
A digital web. What does a digital web do to a
Like,
character?
well,
I saw it. It goes on
yeah,
the
it's
ground.
supposed to be like kind of a high-tech web, and uh she can cling to it and fly to it and stuff.
All right. So far, not impressed with the moves, which is a shame.
She can put down mines. She has like mines she can put down, and when she puts the mines in her web, they are invisible.
Yeah. Okay.
So the mines
What?
become invisible in the web, she is very much built around setting traps for enemies. Like she will set down mines and set up choke points that enemies walk into and get very heavily damaged.
Well, I can see the advantage of having a suit when you're putting down mines and stuff. It seems to make sense. What
Yeah.
about the ultimate? Impress me with a move. So far, I'm not
Well,
impressed.
there's still one more thing. She has a spider nest,
That sounds like where she goes to take a nap.
and it puts a larger web over a specific area and consistently spawns little spider drones that will move within
The
any
web.
web she creates. Well, not just the web of the spider nest, the other webs she creates as well are also pathways for the spiders. So she can set it down further away and use her cyber web snare to create a pathway.
All right, what's the ultimate? You still, they're all fine. Nothing's impressed me yet. The design is solid. Is the ultimate is she runs around? Oh, I like. It looks
She
like there
leaves be
are tentacles or spider
It's
legs
spider
coming out.
legs. It's
Spider
like
legs
kind
coming
of
out,
Iron Spider style, yeah.
and
And
those shock.
she leaves behind a trail of webs, and she can drop more mines along with using the arms to attack people. So usually you will have a spider nest set down, you'll use your ult, and the spiders from the spider nest will be able to travel along the area where you've run using your ultimate.
All right, so it seems like an effective attack. It's not
Yeah,
spectacular to look at.
yeah.
The costume, like I said, the mech, love the mech. I think the little details are nice. I think it stays true to what I know is the costume. I wish Penny Parker were younger. I like the younger version where she's a kid. And I think the costume design is not unique
It's
enough to
Yeah.
like if you take away the
As an
mech,
anime fan, this is stereotypical mech suit design. Like
right? Like
this is mech pilot.
if you dropped her in another video game, you wouldn't go, what is Penny Parker doing in this game?
Yeah,
You'd be like,
yeah,
oh, new
yeah.
character.
Like
All right.
if you drop the mech, I would say what's Penny Parker doing in the game, but her by herself, yeah.
Yep.
I do like her signature
That's a weird signature. Is
is
it?
in Japanese.
Oh, all right. All right.
And yeah, she's a weird tank because she has a lot of health, but she's really more of a control-based character where she wants to set up and deny like areas.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Overall, relatively interesting, but from a design standpoint, eh.
Yep.
Next up, we have Psylocke.
Uh-oh.
Now, this is not a white woman who got her mind trapped in an Asian woman's body. This is just an Asian woman.
Oh, wow. Breaking with it.
Yep.
Now,
And she, along with Jeff and Mantis, is the third person who was held by the Collector. So
oh,
she
Psylocke was okay.
escaped alongside Jeff and Mantis. She is from feudal Japan. So she is from a
The
period back
past.
in time. She is back, yes. And she did have a wolf named Logan, which I
That's
think
great. I
is
like that. That's a nice
that's
touch.
one of those fun multiversal things they do in the comics as well, where they're like have references to other characters.
I gotta say, the encyclopedia has an awful version of Psylocke's outfit. I'm
Bodysuit.
not. Yeah, it's a bodysuit. It's with a lot of pink and lavender. It's looks like a little bit. It's like from the Exiles version or something. I'm not a fan of that. It's not the traditional one. I'm gonna have to pull it up now.
I do
Love
like,
that there's very little armor, if any, and it's
yep,
mostly just on her arms. So I love that.
yeah, on her arms and like a shoulder piece, but that's like it. Yeah.
Now, I kind of wish they
I
would have
I love the
gone a little.
scarf. The scarf looks amazing.
So what I like the scarf and that it's the red and at the very
And
bottom
it
it goes into a light pink that looks like butterflies.
Yep, it's a similar thing to like Hela's cape. They do a really good job of like incorporating those kind of effects into the character design.
Now I'm not, is it shorts or a skirt? It's hard to tell. I think it looks like a skirt.
It's a skirt. Yeah, it's like one long piece of fabric.
Well, but it comes mid-thigh, it's not long.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
there are,
what I mean is that like the bit over her shoulder is the same piece of fabric going down around her waist.
I think since it is feudal Japan, I would have made the it's sort of half robe wrapped on one shoulder. It
Yeah,
doesn't go
it's
over the
supposed
other
to be
side.
kind of a kimono
Right. If
almost.
kimono, thank you. But I would have had that be longer, and I would have had that be the part that transforms into the butterflies, because I think that fits the feudal Japan more.
I do
Uh,
like, if you look at her eye, you can kind of see the like butterfly design over it.
right.
Like you can see that. I think that's a really nice little detail.
Like I have to say, this is a big departure overall from
Yeah,
Psylocke, which I like this. I like when because it feels like Psylocke.
yeah.
Um,
The hair is also nice. I like the kind of way they did her hair. I think that looks nice. It kind of fits
yeah, the
into the
hair is
rest of her design.
purple, put up in a
Ponytail, yeah.
ponytail at the
Yeah.
top, like a high ponytail.
Yeah, like a really high ponytail.
It's got
And
to, and apparently everybody's got to have some hair in their eye, so it's a fair fight. So it's good. But yeah, I like the design. Let's
yeah,
see what moves she's got.
in terms of ability, she has a psychic crossbow that kind of shoots almost like a shotgun,
That is weird.
which is come on, do the animation. She has an animation here where you can actually see like the manifestation of it. There we
On
go.
the over.
Like
So we're
that
back to
right
the
there,
overview
that
looking
kind
at.
of crossbow
Okay,
looking thing.
it's a little bit stolen from the Huntress from DC.
She also has shurikens she can throw out.
Ooh, let's see.
And so she can launch a volley of shurikens, and then she can use her ability again to recall the shurikens back to her.
Well,
And
can I see a? Go ahead.
when they hit an enemy, they give her bonus health as well.
Now it's interesting. Like I gotta see another move, but she's sort of just standing there. She's not like looking like she's doing a lot of attacking.
Well, this is because this is a demonstration. This isn't like live gameplay. If this was live gameplay, she would be everywhere all at once.
All right, well, let's see a different move.
Um, I will say, in terms of team up, her and Black Panther have a team up ability with magic where they can pretty much rewind themselves in space and time for a couple of seconds back.
Huh. All right.
And
What's the
so she can
ultimate?
kind of like, we're still not done with her abilities yet. She can turn
Oh,
invisible and move around. I do like the butterfly wings on the side of her face. I think that's a fun bit of
well, that's
design.
that's pretty traditional. When she uses her power, she gets that
Yeah,
butterfly effect in the comics.
yeah.
Now,
Uh,
I like that when she stops. Was she invisible when she was running there?
Yeah.
I like when she stops the butterflies sort of blink out, like they
That's
come out of the
that's
yeah.
the ability ending. Yeah, that's the
Right. I like
ability
that.
ending. Um, I will say she is very similar to Iron Fist a little bit in how you want to play her because she can deal a decent amount of damage, but she really wants to be hitting your lower health characters. And she can do that with this, which is a dash attack. And she has two charges of it, so she can do two in quick succession.
Yeah, it's a nice design.
Yeah, like the
Uh,
wings kind of launching her forward is a nice
yeah,
kind of
kind of.
detail.
So looking at it with that specifically the red scarf that has the butterflies and the light pink at the bottom, it'd be interesting if she could whip that into a large butterfly that sort of envelops the enemy.
Well, her ultimate, she pretty much creates a circle and she
Yep.
can dash to any enemies in this circle and deal massive damage. This is a nightmare if your team is grouped up because she can and will kill at least two members each time she uses this. It is a very powerful piece of damage dealing.
All right. Not, like I said, it'd be interesting to see the butterfly come out, sort of like Raven does with her empath thing, where she envelops the
Hmm.
character. Does Cloak do that? I don't remember Cloak enveloping people either, like wrapping himself
Uh,
around them.
well, if we look back, when you are switching between Cloak and Dagger, you can kind of see that, because Cloak kind of wraps around Dagger and she
Yeah,
vanishes when you're
yeah, but
switching.
not a. It's not an attack move on the enemy, though, right?
I mean, once again, kind of in their eternal bond, but once again, not really, no.
All right, all
Like
right.
the closest you can get is his teleportation, where he can like phase into the dark realm and take his allies with him. But that's about
Okay,
it.
I like
Anyways,
Psylocke. I think Psylocke's a good
yeah. So
redesign.
Psylocke I think is one of the character designs that a lot of people really liked in terms of the changes it made.
Yeah, I like that.
Next up, we have Rocket Raccoon. I like this. I
So
like that he is far more chaotic in his design than he is in like Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd say.
you're gonna have to describe the chaotic. So A, Rocket is immensely strong to carry such a big gun. He's like took part of Penny Parker's suit off and threw it over his shoulder. It's huge.
That is a very Rocket thing to do, I will say.
Well, then Rocket's been hitting the gym with Reed because this is like,
I like the mohawk and like the piercing. I like that kind of.
I am not digging the rocket pack with the big tail because it looks like he could set himself on fire in 5 seconds.
I mean, once again, very Rocket thing to do. Like this is a clearly a very risk-taking person. Like he's smart, he knows what he's doing, but he also does take a lot of risks.
Well, you wouldn't light his tail on fire. I think that's outside the realm.
True.
So yeah, so the rockets and like the tail is huge. It's bigger than him almost.
The eyes, I do like that they didn't give him like human eyes. They gave him like red orbs. I really like that.
So once again, the trusty encyclopedia actually has a costume that I don't recall. It's yellow and brown.
Hmm.
So may have to get a new reference because I definitely don't like that. That's awful. And his signature, I like his
It's
signature.
just his
It's like he
name.
clawed it into metal. I like it.
Yeah, so
Um,
da, 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 da. So Star-Lord signs on for a mission to Clintar and Rocket tags along and the two get stuck there and that leads to the creation of the Guardians in a way. So like the Guardians go to Clintar and that's kind of where they are in terms of story in the game.
well, I mean, it's got the traditional blue. He mostly has a blue suit. I like that they didn't really give him boots. I'm glad they didn't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
Uh,
they keep him very animalistic in terms of the feet and stuff.
yeah, I do like the feet. He's buff too, which is really
He
funny
is a
for a raccoon.
healer. I will say he is a healer.
That shot. Why is he? That makes I don't get the
So
healing part,
he
especially when you
has
have Groot on the same team,
so
essentially.
Groot's a tank.
So Groot doesn't heal. I thought Groot.
No, he creates walls and stuff. He creates barriers.
See that like in the movies, obviously Groot heals and protects.
Well, he does similar in the game. He can create walls and stuff and he can kind of create like that center point that drags enemies away.
Yeah, Rocket as a healer seems like a
So
not in character
his
thing.
gun has rapid fire mode, so he can do a decent amount of damage with that. And he also has a sphere that he shoots out, and that sphere heals allies that it is near.
From the same gun. That's funny.
Yeah, so
But yeah.
that's his main healing source. He can also ride on Groot, just like Jeff, so you can have either one of them on Groot.
Yeah, it is fine, and I know the big guns and Rocket always go together. I just don't quite get the strength of Rocket to handle that. Like if it knowing Rocket, he would have something that would come down and clip to the ground, like enforce the gun, so he could shoot from a standard position. But that would
He
make
can
sense.
also like crawl on
Oh, let's
walls.
see the crawling of the walls. Well, that was fast. He needs taller walls,
It's
like he
kind
did
of like
one hand.
him. It's him like scampering up it, and he uses his jetpack to boost himself up.
Yeah, I wish I could
His
see a little bit more.
main,
Yeah.
his main actual usage as a support is the Battle Rebirth Beacon, which is
Okay,
this.
explain for the old people who don't play
It is a.
Battle. What?
It is this
Say,
piece. It
say it
is
again. What is
this
it?
like the Battle Rebirth Beacon.
All right.
He throws it down and it shoots out little armor packs that your teammates can pick up. And it will also revive the first ally who dies after you put it down.
It's interesting. You throw something down and this red, it looks like a mechanical device, floats, revives somebody, and then disappears, which I don't understand that.
Well, it
But
is still so once again, yeah, it revives one ally, and that's its main purpose, but it also produces armor packs.
all right. Yeah,
So
I
that
don't know.
is, he also has a jetpack dash.
All right.
He has two of them, so he can once again do them in like quick succession to get a decent amount of mobility.
And did we cover the ultimate?
No, his ultimate is pretty much a massive damage buff to allies, and that's about it.
It is called the Cosmic Yarn Amplifier, CYA, which we all know means
And
something else.
when the ability comes to an end, it like explodes in a mini black hole.
It looks a little like he's got a pinata above the enemy. That's weird. Yeah, okay. I could have lived without seeing this ultimate. This does nothing for me.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
the
not.
but the best part of it is it's called CYA.
Yeah. Um, it's a decent rocket design. I like the kind of punk aspects of it in terms of the mohawk, like the
The chains,
ring, the chains, the
the
kind of
spikes.
thief mask design around the eyes.
Well, that's just yeah.
Plus, it doesn't make him super humanoid. He looks very animal-like. Like
Yeah,
he has a very clear snout. He has like very animalistic feet. Like he is overall he is much closer to a raccoon than a person.
that's fine. Everything looks fine. I just don't get why the jetpacks are right by his tail. Like, could have put a little metal on the tail or have the tail just move when he uses it, like go underneath his feet. So just I understand
Yeah,
it's a game and practicality and physics don't make sense, don't apply, but yeah. So but the design is nice and I'd
yeah.
recognize it anywhere.
Next up, Scarlet Witch. They didn't make her white.
The okay,
She
hold
is
on.
actually Roma. She is not a white woman.
I cannot, I mean, I'll take your word for it. I mean, they could say it in the description. She
No, like literally just from a basic character standpoint. She is very clearly not white.
Okay, we gotta go back to the costume. Let's dissect the
Yeah,
costume,
yeah.
and I'll see what the encyclopedia. I want to see what they do. So they have the traditional Scarlet Witch with the she got the headpiece, she got the red cloak and the traditional thing. This one reminds me obviously of the movie and the TV show at the end. She's got the headpiece, which you need. I don't care for once again the pointy shoulder pads. They're fine in this one though. They don't bother me as much. I trying to figure out on her knee. It looks like there's little metal triangles.
They are zippers for the boots. You can see like the boots have really long zippers all the way to the base. That is the zipper for the boots.
Well, then that's just way too big of a pull. That's too big. That
I
it looks
mean,
it looks like she's gonna
the
call people in for dinner or like click
if
them together.
if you look at her, there are a lot of triangles in her design, actually. And if you look at her like hex, the orb she summons,
Right?
a pair of triangles inside of that. So I feel like that's kind of a connection to her magic in a way, because
Well,
she
like
has like
there's
the triangle earrings. She has like triangles kind of on her ribs a little bit, like in this kind of corset almost area. She has like a set of six triangles,
yeah, I don't have a
and
problem
she's
with the
got like,
triangles. It's the size of the triangles. They're like as big as her hand. I do like the across her chest, she has like metal
yeah,
uh
she has like a square.
yeah, no, well, I mean it's a diamond shape
Yeah.
with a little red in it, and that's nicely done. I like the way that looks. I do
I
like her
like,
facial design. The eyes look really nice.
yeah, I
Um
like the armbands, like the her like wrist warmers and stuff. I like that
Yeah,
design.
and I like the hair. There's nothing in her face, which is a nice relief. And it's not, there's not armor really. I mean, there are pieces that could be armor, but yeah. And
In
she is
terms
a
of,
duelist. That's
yeah,
interesting.
she is once again a damage dealer, so she has a very similar attack to Cloak, where she just sends out a damaging beam. Her secondary ability is firing a burst of chaos magic as like a little projectile that can deal a lot of damage really quickly. And she regains her magic energy when she uses her normal attack.
Interesting.
She does have a team up with Magneto, where Magneto creates a great sword infused with her magic that
Right?
can launch in waves of energy. I
Interesting.
will say Magneto's melee attack is actually just using the great sword by itself. So he
That
can kind of just
seems
create
odd.
this massive metal sword that floats in front of him.
Now, we're going through the list. So the list we're going through, is that all the available characters?
Yes, this is all the currently available
So
characters.
so currently there is not a Quicksilver for her to team up with.
No, not yet.
All right.
She does also float in a kind of similar way to the movies with like the magic around the hands.
Yep, which more effective than tiny little wings on feet.
She has Dark Seal, where she shoots out an orb and then she can detonate it and it will stun enemies within its range.
That is okay, fine. It's an attack.
Uh, she also has a movement ability where she can phase and fly for a short period of time. She has two charges of that as well.
That is that phasing or invisibility?
Phasing. She is
Okay,
visible while she is doing this, so
but
you
but she
can't
didn't actually go
actively,
through anything. Like
well,
she goes
yeah,
up the
you
wall.
can't actively damage her,
Oh, so the
but
so things will fly through her.
yeah, like she
All
is
right,
visible, but she cannot actively be damaged. Her ultimate
let's see the
is a
ultimate.
doozy,
Oh, all right, you building it up. Let's see what it is. So she's in the air and she's got little hex. What are those called?
like hex orbs almost,
No,
yeah.
no, but what are they called? The actual shoot, the little icon.
Runes.
Runes. She's got runes and orbs. And does everybody disappear?
She charges up her magic and then unleashes it in a massive explosion. And you can kind of see like losing control of her magic almost. You can see her like almost convulsing as she charges it up.
Let's see. Oh, yep, her legs. Yep, her. She's moving around.
And
She's
you can
yeah.
even see like cracks form when she like is about to unleash it. You can see the screen almost crack a little bit.
I'm looking. Screen or the ground?
Like the screen itself. If you
Huh.
so like look at the sky, look at
I
like the
will look at the
sky
sky.
in the background, and you can see it more clearly.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's that's
it's a
interesting.
really interesting little visual touch because a lot of Scarlet Witch's like storylines are about her controlling her magic, controlling her chaos magic.
Very, very interesting. The design is good. I like it. I think this is falls into the slightly tweak, but I like how it looks. I once again, I'm not sure why we have pointy shoulder pads everywhere, but other than that, it's a good design. Love the use of color. I
Yeah,
just think the zipper
like
pulls on the boots need to be toned down smaller because they
yeah.
look like triangles that you'd play, which is you know
Also, her eyes being green, I think is interesting in terms of just like a contrast to the rest
oh
of
to
her
the red,
outfit
right?
being
Yeah.
all of this red
Red,
with like
maroon.
hints
Yeah.
of gray. Yeah.
No, that's interesting. And
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
they
it.
actually make the headpiece a little larger. There's like a piece in the back. It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of goes up a little bit more.
Well, it makes sense to wear in the comic book. It's sort of like a
It's
giant
like
M
perched
adhered
on
to the
her
face.
forehead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Next up, of course, Spider-Man.
Mm. So this has a Ben Riley feel right off the bat with the black coming from the spider in the chest going around the shoulders to me. So in this one, Spider-Man's hanging from a web, so
Yeah,
you don't see a
it's
standing character for a change.
there we go. God, what the,
He won't step.
there. There we go.
Yeah,
So
that's a Ben
like,
Riley
yeah,
feel.
that's a very Ben Riley kind of design.
They took the top of the gloves are blue, so instead of like let me see if I
Yeah,
can
it almost looks like hand wraps a little bit.
let me see. We have a Scarlet Spider. Yep, they got Scarlet Spider. So it gives that. It's not the right one. It's the one where he's wearing the hoodie in the book. But yeah, it's got to me. This is Ben Riley's Spider-Man. It's got a lot of black under the arms, which I actually kind of like. I like the black coming out from the spider. It's a nice transition. Let's go back to it one more time.
Yeah, I was just checking lore real quick. So from what I
And
can
this
see,
is
this
Peter
is
Parker.
just Peter Parker, yeah.
His boots, I like he's got skinny calves, which I like a lot. So he's a little bit different. He's not the
He
buff
isn't as,
physical.
yeah, he isn't as muscular as a lot of the other
Well,
guys.
he's definitely toned, but he's not a brick house. He's
Yeah,
slender.
yeah.
I like that yeah, it looks good. I really wish I could see him standing. Let's see him in the fight mode. So
You're rather basic, like swinging.
yeah, he
He
looks yeah.
he can shoot web clusters as well, though he has a limited number and they recharge over time.
Oh, does he have more moves than everybody else? It looks like there's a lot of moves.
Uh, Not really. He has a wall
Let's see.
crawl
Oh, I see the wall crawling. Okay, the wall crawling is
and he can run and stuff as well on walls.
it's good. It looks,
Yeah.
what you'd
He
expect. I like the dismount. He does a little like handstand, I thought, on dismount. I saw it once,
yeah.
so
He does have Spidey sense as well.
yep. All right.
He has a double jump. Makes sense.
Yep.
He has a launch.
Why do all the enemies launch with him?
I think it's because I'm not actually 100% sure. I think it's because he used the web cluster on the center enemy. So he shoots him with the web cluster and then uses the launch and it deals more damage.
It looks more like a choreographed dance move than anything that would be beneficial to a battle.
Uh, Next, he has a kind of grappling move where he can just grab you and yank you over to him.
Well, spider webs, that makes sense.
Yep. And if he shoots somebody with his web cluster, he will actually slingshot himself at them.
All right.
So part of his move set is using your web clusters to boost your other moves.
So what is web swing? And we haven't covered web swing.
Exactly what it says on the tin.
I like the web screen.
He
The
can
web
just
swing,
straight
sorry.
up swing, and it feels good. His web swinging
Oh, Mary
feels
Jane's not gonna
good.
like the swinging.
And then his ultimate,
Wait, show that again. Ultimate looks like he jumped in the air and shoots webs everywhere.
and then he webs up. So if you aren't knocked out by the move, you get stunned for a little bit and get webbed up.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
it's
we
Spider-Man.
so I also take it we don't have Miles yet, right? No Miles Morales.
No, but his cosmetics are interesting.
Oh, you mean alternates?
Yeah, his other costumes are interesting. I want to
So
show you one just because I think it's
no,
really
no, we
funny.
can't. You can't. That's a different podcast. I do like the black. I like to use more black, especially under the
Yeah,
arms. I think that's a nice touch.
yeah,
Yeah, good design. Nice
yeah.
tweaks. It's Spider-Man. They didn't go too far. They didn't Reed Richards him, which I like.
Next up, and the last on this section, we have the unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Oh, I like
I
it. Good
like
design.
this.
Yep, good
Uh,
design. Looks
she
good.
has she has a little bit of the buck teeth kind of look, a little bit, not like to a massive extent, but it is visible a little bit.
Interesting. Let's see. We go pulling the encyclopedia's got to have it. We got Squirrel Girl. Yep, weird choice here, but yeah, this is probably the closest to being, in my opinion, to being comic book accurate.
Also, from like a physical proportion standpoint, she has a very different like physical design compared to a lot of the other women in the game.
She looks like a human.
Yeah, pretty much.
She looks like, yeah, I like that. She looks like somebody who would really exist in the world minus the large ass tail. And I mean real squirrel tail. I'm not being.
I do like the little squirrel. I like that he's kind of just there with her.
Does it have a name, the squirrel? Come on.
Da 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 da
Wait, there it is.
da.
Tippy toe.
Tippy toe, yeah.
Tippy toe.
I will say also all of the characters have really fun dialogue interactions between each other.
Oh, we didn't cover that. Okay.
Well, it's kind of just something you see in game kind of thing.
Right.
Like if Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, and Doctor Strange are all on a team together, Spider-Man will ask Doctor Strange, like, hey, Squirrel Girl can talk to squirrels, Ant-Man can control ants. Why can't I talk to spiders?
That is a good question, actually.
And I do like that her signature has like the little acorn for the O.
Yep. I don't care for the icon of the acorn. It looks a little odd to me. Doesn't
Yeah,
quite give the
yeah,
acorn feel, but that's nitpicky, which is sort of
yeah,
what we're doing.
yeah. In terms of abilities, her
She has a
acorn
slingshot.
kind of has like a little explosion from it.
It was limited, the number of acorns.
Every character does have ammo for their abilities, but
All right.
not in the same way that stuff like Peter's webs or
Right.
Wanda's like chaos shots are.
All right.
She does actually have a team up with Spider-Man
So what
where
happens
she
when we have
creates a
Squirrel
web
Girl?
bomb.
Oh, let's see the web bomb. What is I assume it just webs up the character?
Yep.
Yep, that's what
So
it
she
did.
like
Yep.
puts an acorn on a web, spins it around her head, and launches it at him.
That's interesting.
She does have an acorn, and she throws it at
Wow.
enemies, and it uh imprisons them in squirrels for a few seconds, so it locks them in place.
You
Like
throw a large acorn and
you can see
squirrels come
right
out
over
and
there, like the squirrels surrounding them.
that is a weird thing. I thought the acorn would just knock you down because I didn't know it had squirrels in it. It's like a acorn pinata. What's the tail bounce? I
So
gotta see tail bounce.
the tail bounce.
So she's running to a wall, the tail bounces her up in the air.
I think it's a good use of
I
that
want to see it again.
aspect
Let's
of her
replay.
character because the tail takes up a large amount of screen presence, and so it makes sense that they incorporate it into one of her moves.
Yeah, I just wish it had a little bit more flair. It's just like a tail whacking the ground and she bounces in the air, but it's fine. I
Her,
mean, it does the thing.
her ultimate
What is
is
mammal bond? Is that what that says?
uh pretty
That sounds
much
like it should
it
be in the
is
game.
pretty much she reloads her acorns and it allows her to use an ability again without waiting to cool down.
That is a weird title for it then. Couldn't it be
And
like
then
stuff your cheeks? Well, I guess that's not right. Never mind. Take that away.
her ultimate is amazing.
How about Squirrel Away? Squirrel Away would be better for reloading than male mammal bond. But anyway, what is her ultimate?
She summons a tidal wave of squirrels.
That is one squirrel with a huge white tail.
Yeah, it's a Tippy Toes.
Now in Contest of Champions, my preferred version, she does do the same thing. She has squirrels and
Yeah.
they run you over.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, whenever she uses the move in game, she shouts Squirrel Stampede right before she uses it.
Now I noticed Tippy Toe doesn't go with the other squirrels.
Well, it looks like at first he does, because in like the
Let's see. He's
immediate
on her
you
head. He's on
see,
her head. He
well, you
jumps
see
up.
that
No,
like white
no,
tail
no,
leading
no.
them. There's two of
He
them.
goes
There's
in the
two of them.
air.
It's the same
Ah,
squirrel.
it is not the same squirrel.
Look at the
Watch.
squirrel leading. It
Look at
is the
her. Look at her
same
head. Watch her head.
squirrel.
Watch the head.
No,
Play it again.
I know that there are two of them. I am saying it is the same model of the same squirrel.
Well, that's all right.
See,
No, no, I
it is the
can't tell. I
same
don't have a
squirrel.
profile. We need separate profile pics for the squirrels. I think that should be an unlockable that you can see each squirrel's name. That'd be fun.
But yeah,
But yeah,
overall,
this
really
I
nice
like.
design. I do like she has like pine cones around her arms.
Oh.
Like she's got little kind of pine
The
cone.
not pine cones, but there's the
Uh,
scales. I know they're not scales on an acorn, but it looks like that part of the acorn on her forearms on the jacket. I'm
yeah.
okay with that. I don't think it's necessary. I mean,
I think it's a cool little flourish.
all right, we'll go with that. That's fine.
Next up,
Oh,
Star-Lord.
oh, be some. I am. I know if I pull this up in the book, we're gonna get a different Star Lord. Oh, that's what we got. We got Squirrel Girl. Wait, interesting. So all right. So I'm gonna just point this out because it's weird in the encyclopedia. We got Star Brand, Star Fox, Starhawk, Turn the Page, Squirrel Girl.
Huh.
I, and it's numbered
Might
right.
be a misprint.
It's got the right
Numbered
page
right.
number on it. Like it goes from 353 to 354, but I was taught it's QRST. So
Yeah. I
then it
don't
goes
know.
and then here's the other thing. So you got Star Brand, Stacy Gwen.
Hmm.
I'm
Weird.
confused. Oh, and then we have Star Jammers, Stark Arno, Stark Howard, and then Star Lord. So unless I don't know how to
Yeah, that's
do that,
weird.
yeah. So we got in the book. It does the traditional MCU one. We know that he originally he had several designs. I think in his
Yeah.
Marvel Spotlight, isn't that when he first appeared? Let's see, Marvel Preview. Marvel Preview. He's wearing a blue suit. I thought maybe I'm thinking Star
Which
Hawk.
is kind of,
Wait,
I
I might
will
be thinking
say,
Starhawk.
I like this design.
I'm thinking Starhawk. I apologize. Go ahead.
This looks like something he stole off the Nova Corps almost. Like the jacket. Like it looks kind of Nova Corps a little bit.
Now, once again, he's armored up. He's got a
Not
faceplate.
really. He's got the mask, which is Star-Lord. He's got gloves, he's got a jacket, but other than that, it's just like a regular bodysuit. Like he's got the jetpack boots, but other than that, he doesn't really have much armor.
Yeah, all right. I
I do like the gun design. I think it's a nice departure from the like twin barrel that they have in the MCU.
well, it's got that open feature right where it looks similar to me. I mean, it's definitely designed to look a little different. Um, I think it's a good design. I think it's Star-Lord. You don't not know it's Star-Lord. I just yeah.
I
I have
think if it
nothing
was
bad to say, but
red, it would be a bit more recognizable as him.
no, I don't think you need the red. Especially
Yeah,
if you're
I'm not saying the red is mandatory, but I am saying like from a recognizability standpoint, that would have everybody being like, "Oh yeah, that's Star-Lord."
yeah, but I think with they did Rocket and blue, so you got to keep this as the blue
Yeah.
because that's uniform. They're part of the same team, so it's fine. Does he ever take his mask off so far? Because you can't
He
really see his
has
face.
cosmetics with the mask off, but not in game though. The mask stays on
All right,
unless you're using another form.
so does he have any interesting moves though?
He has a flip that reloads his weapons,
All right, that's interesting. That's the first time I think
and
other than Spider-Man we've seen a flip.
he kind of uses his boots to launch himself into the flip.
I do like that. Like I said, it's different. It reminds me a little of the Spider-Man move, but it's good to see. Now,
Yeah.
does he have a charismatic move? Because that would be fitting.
He has
Can he go up to an
like
enemy
a
and like sweet talk him?
not really, but he kind of has this like shot frenzy move.
All right, he's show that again so I can. So he's flipping around and shooting like crazy. It's a
Yeah. They
little weird.
I think Star-Lord works as like a fast rush in, hit him and rush out kind of character, which is what they've designed him as here.
So I'm assuming, looking at this list of moves, rocket propulsion is rocket a team up?
No.
Oh, that's the bad use of the name. So
His
rocket
only
propulsion makes him fly. Yeah.
Yeah, he uses his boots and he can fly.
Does he have a
He
team up
does
move?
with Adam Warlock.
That is interesting. What happened? Okay, is he invisible again?
No, he dies and then he can cocoon back to life just like Adam Warlock.
Okay, so that is
And it works for Star-Lord and Mantis. They can both gain Adam Warlock's cocoon if he's on the battlefield, but it takes 2 minutes to recharge.
All right. Sure. Why not? At least he's not. Yeah. Okay, I'm not.
I mean, I think it
What is
kind
that
of
his ultimate? Is
plays.
that the ultimate?
No, that's his team up.
Let's see the ultimate. And what do we call the ultimate? Galactic Legend. So
So
you fly around and you have
he gains
lock on a
permanent
target, right?
flight, yeah, and he gains auto lock on. He also gains a full helmet that
Oh
kind of
yeah.
looks like Nova Core. That is this is very Nova Core, the helmet and stuff. And like
Yeah, okay,
the
I see that.
sigil on his back kind of lighting up
That I like. That's a nice
because
touch, the
he
lighting up.
he is very connected to Nova Core in the comics at least.
Well, in all, he's got some tie in all the lore. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Overall, pretty good. Like it's a good variation of Star-Lord.
All right.
Also, so I brought up earlier, the Guardians are on Clintar. They actually go on Shuri's request because the Wakanda Empire went into space.
There we go. That's nice. And his name is weird. Like we talked sometimes about the signature,
Yep.
and this looks like digital text.
Which makes sense for him.
Okay, sure.
Anyways, next up, Storm.
All right.
I love it.
I have high hopes because Storms has many great costumes.
This is, I feel like this is just your classic Storm look.
Well, it's got the cape that comes off of the wrists, which is
It's
nice. I
got the
like that,
cape.
and it's
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 got,
attached in the back too by the neck, so it has that swoop, the
yep.
cutout swoop on both sides, which is
It's
nice.
got the bolts on the arms. It's got, I
I
like the
like
earrings. The earrings
the
look
the
nice.
hair is a nice combination of mohawk and long, where
Yep,
one side
she's
is
got
shaved.
like kind of braided almost on one side.
Oh, actually, you're right. I'm sorry, not shaved. It looks braided. It's a nice touch to change that up.
I,
Nice,
I
nice
will say
detailing.
the boots are interesting because it kind of goes boots into almost thigh highs a little bit before it gets to the bodysuit.
Yeah, that's pretty traditional. I mean, let's
Yeah,
go
like
and check it out.
this is classic Ord reliable Storm. And
I think
I
it's a
do
nice
like
upgrade.
yeah. I do like that they point out she is an Omega level mutant because she is. She is absolutely an Omega
Let's go
level.
back. I want to see the costume one more time. I want to see the
I do
earring because
like
of the silhouette.
this. I do like the signature. It's like it's
Yep.
simple, but it's kind of refined a little bit, which is very kind of Storm.
Oh, it looks like a real signature because the letters aren't very
Yeah.
clear. I mean, they're readable, but not clear. See.
Also, of course, she's got like an X on her chest and an X on the cape.
Oh wait, let's see the chest. That's the only thing I wasn't sure about. I like the X on the cape a lot.
Yeah, it's like little bit
But
of
like
cloth
right
over
over
the
her
chest.
chest, there's a white.
X.
That is weird because it's not
Yeah,
form fitting with the costume. It's an overlay.
yeah.
I'm not.
I
I don't care for that.
yeah. I do
But
like she has kind of gold pieces over her shoulders that kind of connect into the cape.
yeah, I gotta say it's the only thing is that white right over the chest. I don't think it's necessary. I would have liked to have seen that go away and maybe a little white on the sides, but overall it's a good design.
And she is the only other character in game that is constantly in flight.
I thought you said that about
No, I said Iron Man is one of only two, and Storm is the other.
and Star-Lord is
He
periodically.
can just, yeah, he can just occasionally.
What about Rocket?
Rocket also can, he has the shift boost, but not like a
I thought
flight
Rocket was
mode.
always in flight too. Okay.
No.
All right.
She does have a team up with Thor,
Oh,
where
all right. Let's
Thor
see the
like
team up.
gives her bonus electricity.
All right. Well, let's go through the moves. You got
Yeah.
is Omega Hurricane. What do you want to start with?
So let's start with her basic attack, which is just like a blade of wind she shoots out.
All right.
And it can pierce through enemies as well.
Wow. Interesting.
She has Bolt Rush, which is
Let's see
pretty
Bolt
much
Rush.
just,
She shoots lightning bolts.
yeah.
All right.
Then
That's
she has
that's misleading, the
weather.
rush part.
She has weather control,
All right. What happens?
and pretty much you see the ring around her.
Yeah, I see a ring.
So she has tornado and she has thunder.
All right, but I don't see anything
Tornado
happening.
So Tornado grants a movement boost to all allies within it. Thunder grants a damage boost.
I was
So she
expecting
is like,
some.
so she's passively boosting her team.
All right, I gotta tell you, if I don't see a lightning bolt strike, like I know there was the bolt rush, if I don't see a big lightning strike that like takes out all the people, I'm gonna be very disappointed. There's the goddess. Oh, I think I just saw it. Goddess boost. And what were the arrows? So she's standing there.
So,
She goes up. Blue lightning comes down. Yep,
so it
strikes him down. I
depends
like that.
on her weather control. So she channels the weather to empower her. In Tornado, it grants a movement boost and slows enemies. But if
So
it's
what's the arrows going
thunder,
up there?
but if it's thunder, she grants a damage boost and summons lightning. The arrows are the regular damage boost from the thunder version of her weather control.
All right, I'm happy now.
I will say they don't show it in this version, but if you are already in Thunder and you use the Goddess boost, you create an X of lightning.
Huh.
And then her ultimate,
This one's called Omega Hurricane. So she charges up, disappears, a circle forms around the enemy, and then she is in the middle of the hurricane and she takes out
yep,
all of the bad guys, enemies,
yep, yep.
probably low paid workers. And
I think it's a bit, and I like that they kind of have her glowing blue, like she's made of electricity in the center of the storm.
I have to say, I really like that move. I like that she's in the middle of it instead of,
Yeah,
projecting it out. So I like that. I think that's a good move.
yeah,
So I'm very pleased they did a
yeah.
nice job with the
I'm really
powers.
happy with Storm. Honestly, the
Yeah.
X-Men in general got a couple of really good ones.
Well, we're gonna come up to Wolverine at some point,
I
right?
think I playing this game, I think they did a pretty good job with Wolverine. I'm gonna say it.
All right.
So next up, the Punisher, built like a brick shit house.
Oh my God. For a guy who's on the run, because I'm assuming he's on the run because he kills people, and
Uh,
and
this is Super Soldier Serum 2099 Punisher.
so like
So
in
he's
so if I can make
working.
it another 70 years, I can just go to the Hims website and get like
So
super serum.
so
Like everybody's
he's
got super serum.
So Black Widow got like the super serum treatment, which is why she's in 2099. Punisher pretty much got the same thing, which is why he's up there.
I'd like to subs like, can I
Uh,
hibernate to 2099? I would love some super serum.
I will say I like that they used the more modern comic book skull. They didn't use the classic skull.
Well, it's on his face, the classic skull.
No, you can kind of see it's got like the horns and stuff at the
I don't
edges.
see horns.
Like,
It's hard to tell because it's a white paint on a
yeah.
yeah.
But I think it is a different look. But I it's this is a very military Punisher. This isn't like random guy walking down the street Punisher.
Now, I have a quip or not a quip. I have a issue. We're going through these alphabetically.
Yep.
Why is the Punisher, and don't somebody say the is a, why is
Duh.
he after the S? That's stupid.
Duh.
That
It's
duh.
duh.
All right,
He is the only
I'm gonna check the average encyclopedia that we're going through to see where they put Punisher. And I bet it is under P. Shocking. Um,
check. Let's
I'm
check. Pull it up.
Prowler. Professor X once again. Psylocke. You Puck. All right. Once again, the encyclopedia goes from Psylocke, Puppet Master, Purple Man, Pyro, then Purple Woman, because and then Punisher. I don't quite understand how the alphabet works in the Marvel universe. I'm gonna have to check the DC encyclopedia, but another reason you should go with Batman. Um, yes,
Signatures.
Punisher is in the P section of the encyclopedia.
Signatures kind of just there.
It's hard to see. It's over the
Yeah.
HER. Uh,
Yeah,
can we go back? Let's see that one more time. If it would
it's
be nice if he could drop the gun from his chest so I could actually see something. But so he's got the traditional
He's
Black and
got like
gray.
he's got the new scar design on like the center of his chest.
It is fine. He looks like Punisher. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a lot of accessories, which Punisher does carry a lot of accessories.
Yeah. In game, he's kind of just
Now
he's got
it would have been great if they gave us Frankencastle, where he's dead and gets brought back to life. That would
that
have been the
might be a
one.
future skin. That might be a future skin.
Well, that and why are we pulling all characters from 2099?
It's
Nothing
not.
from
It's only
Not from 2100,
four
nothing from 2198. Like,
because they're fighting Doom 2099. Anyways, he also
uh,
has a shotgun, and also because 2099 is like one of the more recognizable alternate universes.
I understand. I get it, but it would have been better to like
Yeah.
say, I don't
Also,
know. Anyway,
I think it is
it's a
funny to
moot
point
point.
out
Yeah.
the training dummies that we have been seeing all of the moves getting tested on is the Punisher.
No, that would have
Yep.
been something you should have pointed out earlier. I didn't notice. I
No,
just
why would
thought
I
they were
have
just
pointed it out earlier?
because you can barely see them. At least the
Yeah,
old guy
but
can barely
like,
see them.
but why would I have pointed out the Punishers in here until I get to the Punisher?
Anyway, let's go through the moves. Let's
So
see.
he has a passive ability where
What's it
he
called?
can
Tell me.
Warrior's Gaze.
And what does Warrior
So
Gaze do?
I
Warrior's
was
Gaze.
explaining it before you cut me off. He can retain a vision of enemies that he loses sight of for a short period of time. So
So
if they're
when you look at
behind,
the screen, if he sees a enemy and walks around a wall, he can see the outline of the enemy through the wall.
yep. He does
That is cool.
he does have a team up with Rocket where Rocket throws down a station that gives him infinite ammo.
It would have been much better if Punisher stole Rocket's gun. I would have liked to seen that. That would have been a good move.
Uh, so you do see the grenades on his shoulder,
So wait, what do we call
Scourge
the
grenade.
no, I'm sorry. The team up with Rocket is called
Yeah,
Infinite Punishment.
yep.
All right, got it. And this one,
So he has a little smoke grenade,
all right.
and
Oh,
so it launches him backwards along with creating a plume of smoke. And so in connection with his passive ability, he can still see the enemies as he shoots down the smoke grenade.
but they can't see him, correct?
Correct.
Got it. And that one's called Scourge Grenade.
Yep. He also has a turret.
Culling Turret. And it looks like a first person shooter with the culling turret. I like that. I like the change in gameplay.
Yeah, it is a I feel like this is why they made him from 2099 so they could give him like this.
You know, I like the culling turret. All right, I want to do a part at the very end of this where we talk
Mhm.
about omissions. And I know they're coming, but it seems like we missed a couple major characters in these. So
I will also say, I think when we do our future part going over costumes, we will also need to go over MVP screens because there are a lot of them that are really cool for these different characters.
we're not gonna put that in this, but I don't know what MVP
No,
means.
yeah, that's for future episode.
All right. I do
Uh,
think at the end of this, we should rank our favorite characters, at least the top five.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
So next he has a grappling hook. Not technically a
Vantage
grappling hook.
Connection.
Yep, he has a zip line that he can pretty much set up. And
And
those do stick around so he can use them multiple times throughout a match.
oh, I like that touch. That's cool.
So he can kind of set up like a network of zip lines and stuff. He is the
Now,
only character who can use them, I will
can
say.
anybody cut them? That'd be fun.
No, not that I know of at least.
All right.
Yeah. And then his ultimate is
Final
it's
Judgment.
something.
It's Final
It's
Judgment. Let's see. He just turned into War Machine. All of a sudden, something out of his back came out and big, what are those? I forgot to call them.
Gatling guns.
Thank you. Gatling
Gat
guns form on his arms, and he looks like War Machine. That's a War Machine move. And
That
yeah,
is the most common thing I've heard is that's just War Machine.
well, it is.
It's
And
just
he's in the
War Machine.
W's. It's not the War Machine. Actually, I forgot, and Encyclopedia reminded me. At one point, Punisher did use War Machine armor.
I think that was no, that was in Civil War.
That
That was
is
not
in, hold on.
because Punisher joins Cap's side in Civil War, so he wouldn't have access to War Machine.
So Nick Fury approached Castle and offered him to become War Machine, actually to steal the armor.
When was that?
I don't see, it just gives me the description of what happened.
That's weird. That's really weird.
It's Nick Fury telling him to steal the War Machine armor, go into a foreign country and kill the dictator.
Huh.
And then when he gets back, he keeps the armor and starts killing people he wants to kill.
Not surprising, it's Frank Castle.
So, but this is when, so interesting enough, he teams up with Black Widow and Winter Soldier to kill the now incarcerated evil Steve Rogers, only to be stopped by Iron Man and Jim Rhodes.
Huh.
On the way to jail, Castle was broken out of custody by the Widow and Winter Soldier, but he no longer became War Machine. So it does have a comic book reference. All right, we're
Huh.
good.
Next up,
Thor.
Thor. So once again, in the continuity that Thor is from, Loki is in
Don't say
control of
2099.
Asgard.
Don't
No,
say
this is
2099.
I'm not. I'm saying this is from the universe where Hela helps Loki take control of Asgard. So that's
I do like the hammer drop. It's
yeah.
pretty funny. It's like he's mic dropping his hammer.
I like that he's visibly old. I like that he kind of has like the beard and like the longer hair. I do like that.
I also like that it looks like the gauntlets. Now they don't have the spikes on them, but it looks like he has the destroyer gauntlets on.
Yeah, it kind
That
of
band of
does.
the band of armor, like that's what does it. It's the bands that make me remind me of that. I like he has no cloak,
Yeah, he's
but they
very
incorporate
simple.
but they incorporate that red on the shoulders and then on the sides. I like
He
that.
is a tank. He is also a tank, which makes sense.
Yeah, he's not doing any cardio. I can tell.
Once
His
again,
signatures,
name.
runes,
Yep.
in runes. Yeah.
In terms of abilities, he's got classic slam people with the hammer.
I have to say, watching the example on the screen of him smashing people with the hammer, he's still faster than me, but slower than the other character.
Well, yeah, he's a tank.
Some of the tanks run fast.
He does have, as I mentioned before, his team up with Storm and Captain America,
What is
and
that
he
one?
has,
Thunderous Deity? What does he do in
yep,
Thunderous Deity?
he gives Storm and Captain America a boost, pretty much. He infuses them with lightning, making their attacks stronger.
All right. He just stands there. It's not that interesting to
Yeah.
look at. What's Odinson Reborn?
Similar to what Hela does with Loki, same thing with Thor. So if Thor dies and Hela gets a kill, Thor will be revived. And if Thor is alive when Hela gets a kill, he gets bonus health.
Yeah, it's not that interesting to look
I
at. All right.
I will say for Thor and Loki, when they die and Hela is around for this ability, they do leave the hammer or the scepter floating,
I do
which I
see
think
that.
is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So what is we see Thor Force? Sounds
Yeah,
like a
so
bad
those
80s
are
band.
those three little hammers. So
Well,
each of
go. All right,
so
three little
his
hammers.
main abilities require four force to use them.
All right.
And so it's a resource that you have to keep track of. So of course he has throwing the hammer and bringing it back.
I'd really like to see Thor as the leader of the Thor Force band. It would be interesting.
He has a move called Awakening Rune, where he pretty much channels the electricity through himself instead of Mjolnir. And it gives him bonus health.
I like that when he uses the Awakening rune, that the
Hammer just kind
hammer
of floats
circles around
around
him like a
him. Yeah.
puppy, going, "Are you done? Are you done? Pet me, pet me."
He has Lightning Realm, where he pretty much creates a little dome that can restore 4 force based on the number of hit enemies.
Not that interesting to watch, but okay.
Yeah. And
And
then,
what's
of
his?
course,
Is this the
he
ultimate?
has the class. No, he has the classic
What's it called?
Storm Surge.
And what is he doing?
So he charges up his hammer and then he launches himself. And if you notice, actually, the lightning's really interesting because you can see some like darker shots of electricity flying out from it. Like you can see the bluish, but you can see
Oh
like
yeah, I see that.
almost
There's like darker,
dark
like
blue,
black.
blackish.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. All right.
Da, da.
Wait, we didn't do the
I'm
ultimate,
checking
did we?
I'm checking the lore real quick.
Oh, he's from like
Yeah,
2099.
so
Yeah.
no, he's so Loki, so Allfather enters Odin's sleep. Loki takes control of Asgard and Thor is exiled.
All right.
So that's kind of what this Thor is. And then we have God of Thunder.
So he jumps in the air, brings his hammer
Charges
down, which
up.
is charged, and then
Yep.
just blasts everybody.
Slams them. And you can see lightning
Goes,
strikes them
yep.
before he falls as well.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's a little bit, yeah, that's good. I like that move.
Yeah. It's a very good area of effect damage.
Nice. Now he does
And
have rather large wings on the helmet.
yeah,
There seems to be
that's
a
like the only kind of weird part is that kind of like how large those wings are.
well, they it's traditional. I mean,
Yeah.
he
It is
always has the
how
wings.
he's looked for a long time, but like I feel
I
like
just
they
wish,
could have
yeah,
done a little bit smaller.
yeah, but still good. It's still good. And then
Yeah.
they give him pointy shoulders, so I'm happy.
I do also like the kind of circles on the shoulders and like right at the sides of the belt.
Yeah, it keeps a nice tradition. That's the original look to him.
And he's even got them on the back of him as well.
No, it's good. It's a good. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think the beard and the white hair is nice. I like the destroyer kind of like I said, gauntlets or on his forearms. So yeah,
And
it's a good
like the
design.
little bit of fur underneath the shoulder pads.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I missed that. Yeah,
it's a nice design.
and it's good. Interesting way to keep the red in with the like the shoulders and the little sides on his side on his hips. Those are good. Yeah,
Yeah. Next up,
Venom.
Venom. One of the best intros. So this is him fused with Eddie Brock. So that is the version of Venom that we are going off of.
I am pleasantly surprised to see he is not armored up. This you can really see. I
He
don't
is a
see any
tank. This
I don't
is,
see any major changes to design. This is classic design.
I
The
mean,
white spider.
Venom's pretty classic in terms of like he's even got the white bars on the hands. Like,
No, yeah, the white. Well,
yeah,
yeah, he looks. Yeah, there's no. I'd say that's comic accurate.
I do like the blotch in the signature.
Oh, nice touch. It's like the ink or even the symbiote just dropped a little spot. I like it.
So yeah, this is a version of Venom that is out to kill Null. So
Uh,
that's so this is pre him killing Null. So like in comic book Venom, there is a version where he kills Null. I believe he becomes the Black King, I want to say is what he's called, and he takes over as King of the Symbiotes.
Yeah, I have not kept up with that, so I'm not sure if Null made his way back, but I'm sure Null will.
And
So
there is actually a Clintar map as well that looks fantastic. The maps in this game look great.
we'll have to cover that at a different time. I do like the tongue. They keep the tongue out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a good design.
Yeah. And in terms of abilities, he's got
So we're
I
looking at what? Dark predation.
yeah, so his like basic attack is kind of summoning the tendrils to like stab at people.
Yep. Yep. That works.
He does have a team up with Spider-Man and Penny, and it pretty
And
much
what
allows
happened there?
them
They ran at the Punisher clones in black
they pretty much
symbiotes.
yeah, so if you see on their like shoulders, they have the same kind of tendrils that Venom has.
All right.
So
And
it's
they
like
just
they have like a small burst of symbiote. I do really like that they kept the effect. I think that's a really cool continuation.
what's alien biology?
That is his passive. He can wall crawl.
Oh, I like that when he wall crawls, there's damage to the wall. It doesn't stay, but you can see like the wall
Yeah.
crack. Yeah, it's
I
nice.
also like his run as well. Like he's just straight up sprinting across.
It's a good move. What do we got?
So
Cellular corrosion.
so
That happens when you vape. Just kidding.
he unleashes these tendrils from his body that grab nearby enemies and slow them. And if the enemies don't get away from him within a certain amount of time, they take damage.
Oh, all right. It's like he's
So
giving
if
him a nice warm hug.
so if people are like rushing him and he's like surrounded, he can use that to get a decent amount of damage in.
All right. Then we have frenzied arrival.
That is part of his swing. So we'll do his swing
Okay.
first.
Venom swing. Let's see him. Yeah, let's see him swing. All right. That's a little better than I thought it would be. He's got a
It's
little
it's
turn there.
far
Yeah.
it's far weightier than Spider-Man's. Like Spider-Man's is light. There's very clear weight behind this
Yeah, and he
one.
doesn't get that high off the ground at first. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So right. So
Yeah.
now
And
frenzied
so
arrival.
when he is in the air, whether this be from his wall climbing or from his swing, he can do this.
Oh, so he sort of like
So he like dashes
cannonballs.
into the ground, yeah,
He
and he just
cannonballs.
launches him up.
Nice.
Yeah. And then as he is a tank, he has a shielding move.
So this is
So
called,
symbiotic resilience.
there's like
So
blue glow around him,
depending on how much damage he takes, when you
right?
use the move, the lower his health is, the more bonus health you gain.
Oh, all right.
So if you're like, so he has 800 health. So if you're
Right.
down to like 100, you can use this move and get pushed up to, I believe, around 900 health. So it's a
Interesting.
very useful tool for survivability. Yeah. And
So we got
now
one more,
his
right?
ultimate, Feast of the Abyss.
Does he like attack a buffet? All right. So there's a circle, and in it, oh, so there's like when you hit
You
that, it
can,
looks like there's a
yeah.
circle around
So he
the
like
combat area, and
he
then black
falls into the
symbiote runs around.
ground,
Right.
and
Oh, okay.
then it's very similar to Jeff's in terms of its setup. So it's like anybody within the range gets damaged by it, and you can see Venom like swimming through the ground and then popping up and snapping at him.
See, I think something like that would have been more appropriate for Groot, but I get it.
And then he also does gain health based on the damage he does with it.
So he doesn't have a move where his tongue causes damage because you know.
I mean, he kind of has it with Feast of the Abyss, but
Oh
other
yeah,
than
look,
that,
was that his
yeah,
tongue that red? All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, it would have been neat if he ate them all. There we go.
That is what it's kind of doing because he's like up from the ground biting at him.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Yeah, so overall, classic Venom design, I think he works well as a tank as well, especially Eddie Brock's Venom, because there have been a lot of people who have taken up the mantle, and specifically Eddie has always been kind of the bulkiest Venom.
Yeah, I agree.
So, next we have Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier.
Um, huh. So looking at the design, uh, wait, all right, there's the metal arm.
Yep.
I'm
So
not,
he is 2099.
oh, please stop. Why? I would have, you know what? Pull him from the 70s when he's still the bad guy. That would have been interesting. It's a
That
lot of green.
Yeah.
Um,
I like the kind of he's got the eye scar, the mask. I like the kind of face mask that they give him.
I,
But other than that, yeah, it's really just
I'm
it's
not,
Bucky.
eh, I don't, I mean, there's the metal arm, but if you don't have
Yeah.
the metal arm, I would not know it was Bucky.
I mean that you could say that about a majority of Bucky's designs.
I, something it's hard to describe. There's nothing wrong with it. It just the green.
It
Yeah.
feels a little bit too like military vibe.
Well, I mean that doesn't. It's not un.
It
That is
just
sort of his background.
yeah, but it feels more soldier than like vigilante hero kind of thing.
Yeah. Let me look.
It's
I'm
it's
gonna
the
have to
same
look this up.
thing. It's the same thing that Punisher has. Punisher doesn't look like just a guy on the street. He looks like an active soldier.
So the classic Winter Soldier. maybe so they went with that mouth, the covering that's
The
like
the thing that they give him in Winter Soldier movie.
right. It's a lot like the Star-Lord mask, or we saw it somewhere else. It wasn't Star-Lord. Who had the little nose covering mask?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. So they could have gone with the domino mask, the little eye one.
Yeah, because he does wear that when he's Captain America's sidekick in World War II,
Right. And he
when he
wears
was
it.
like the child soldier assassin.
Now, I don't think he wears that when he's gone good, but I think it would have been a nice touch. It would have looked better than the mask over the face. Because,
Yeah.
part of the reason
It
they did that in the movie was to hide his identity. And you don't need to do that here, especially
yeah.
2099.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of just like it's become a part of Winter Soldier's design at this point. I will say
Yeah.
I like his abilities, I feel like are far more imaginative than his design.
Is there anything on the back? I didn't actually he didn't look like he rotated. Did he rotate to the back of his costume?
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's just plain. I mean, it fits, but yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah. So he has his pistol, which is a explosive round that he has
It's
three
called
shots in.
rotor stern.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
Fires its
he
explosive. Yeah.
he also is in the same team up with Rocket that Punisher is. So Rocket throws down his little beacon, and Bucky also gets infinite ammo.
But it's called infinite grit. Got it.
Yep. And these two actually have the classic interaction where Rocket asks about getting Bucky's arm.
Oh, please tell me he steals it at some point. That'd be great.
So his passive, uh, it reloads automatically when he uses his arm. So
Ceaseless
his,
charge. That's what it's
and it
called, right?
gives him bonus health, yeah.
All right.
So they do actually do something interesting with his arm. It is more bio-organic.
And it's
So
called
as you
bionic
saw,
hook.
he kind of shoots it out like a tendril and can hook in multiple enemies, pulling them into him.
That actually reminds me of Machine Man, like where Machine Man's arms could telescope out and grab something. That's what it looks like it's doing.
I can see that, yeah.
I'm not sure. Is it his arm doing that or something from
Yeah,
his
it's
arm?
his arm. It is
All
his
right. Yeah.
arm.
All right.
So he also has tainted voltage, which is
Oh,
a
he should get that
charge
looked at.
up.
He should get
It
that
is a
looked at.
charge up move, and he charges like a ball of energy and then launches it.
All right.
Then he
Uh,
has
oh, please say this name out loud.
Trooper's Fist.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
Do not look that up online. We're not responsible for unsafe work searches.
It is a classic uppercut, kind of like Spider-Man's, but with a little bit of like electronic energy behind it.
I'm gonna go with a Superman uppercut. Oh, wait, Marvel. Never mind. No.
His ultimate is where I think his arm shines the most.
All right.
So this,
So now I have a team up with another character where they're polishing his arm from that. Is that what you meant?
no.
All right. So what's it called?
So it's called Kraken's Impact.
All right, let's see it. See the move. He's high in the air. Oh, so he jumps in the air and his metallic arm looks a lot like Cable when Cable has the techno virus and there's tendrils coming out. And then it hits
He
an enemy.
slams the ground, and then when
And
he kills the enemy, it recharges his ultimate.
that is an interesting move. I so he's from 2099, right? So it could be
Yeah.
Cable's
And
arm. Maybe
so,
it's Cable's arm.
yeah, it's so within the lore, it's that captured during an operation to sabotage Erebus base, the Winter Soldier was subjected to horrific experiments at the hands of Hydra. He was rescued by Hawkeye and a version of Captain America from 2099, who gifted an upgraded arm to him. So it is a futuristic arm.
I think we're gonna need to have a contest for the people who actually listen. Everything go da 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 da. Whoever gets the right number wins a prize.
So I will say I like the kind of tentacle look of the arm when he's using it like this. I think it looks really cool.
I agree. I think it's a little out of place for Winter Soldier. Like that's a cable move. I think actually in contest that does happen.
But yeah, so Bucky is also one of the infamous characters in this game because, as I said, whenever he kills an enemy within a specific period of time after using his ultimate, it recharges.
That's pretty cool.
So he can just slam your team over and over and over again. And
Seems like he's more powerful than Captain America in this game.
Captain America's not the best tank. There are a lot better tanks than Captain America.
That's it makes no sense to people who know Marvel comics that Captain America is less of a fighter in the game than Winter Soldier. But it looks cool. This is a cool move.
Yeah. I also have just realized we did not go over move sets for the characters before Cloak and Dagger.
It's all right. We can do that
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
So, are
So
we on
we'll
our
loop
last
back
one?
around. Yes, this is the last one. This is Wolverine.
All right, this better be good. If they didn't do a good job on Wolverine, uh-oh. Whoa. All right, so I'm reacting to the animation before you see the costume, and his hair got an 80s blowout when he was jumping.
It looks like his classic suit design.
All right, so to me,
This is
it
biblically
looks like
accurate
he got saved
Wolverine.
by the bell. Is this high school Wolverine?
No,
He's got
Wolverine's
big
supposed to be
sneakers.
short. He's supposed to be
I
short.
am talking about the costume. He's got sneakers on, a leather coat. For some reason, he's got the military tags, but he looks like a teenager, a
I
steroid
mean,
teenager, but yeah. And
it's
he's
like
got the
the
big belt
X-Men
buckle.
jacket. I
Now,
think this is supposed to be like him in the X-Mansion kind of thing.
now I'm happy that they didn't armor him up except for the blue shoulder pads, but and they did the tiger stripes on the side of the
Yeah.
coat.
They made him short and hairy. They did make him like Wolverine is actually supposed to look.
He looks like he's in high school or college. He just that is not no
I
no
do
just no
like
no
I
no.
do
And he
like
has no
his
mask. And he has no mask. Like he,
yeah, because it's Wolverine.
Wolverine wears a brown and yellow mask and a yellow and blue mask, and
When he's in like the X-Men. When he's solo, he's just Wolverine. He's
he has
just
a
there.
big X on his back right now. Big X on the back, and he has no signature.
He does. It's just Logan.
All right, that is a very fancy font. It should have been claws. Should have been claw marks for Logan. That's
So
oh,
he is a melee.
the Savage Claw. It looks like he got heated up by Human Torch.
So as he attacks, he does charge up a meter, which is what the claws heating up is supposed to be.
Okay, that
I
makes
will say,
no sense.
so I've brought up team ups.
So this is called Metal Cannonball
They have the fastball special. You can straight up fastball special
with the Hulk. The Hulk
with
is
the
taking the
Hulk.
place of Colossus because we haven't seen Colossus in the game yet.
Yep, with the Hulk, you can fastball special.
And he throws him in the air, he flies, and he just starts hacking away. That's a good classic move for the
So
weird preppy Wolverine.
when so here's the funny thing. If there was an Iron Man in the way, that Iron Man would be struck out of the air by an intercontinental ballistic Canadian and torn to shreds. Like that is the most common use of fastball special is just taking characters out of the sky.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So of course he has a healing factor,
What? So that one's called.
regenerative healing factor. So
All
when
right, that's
he
when he gets damaged.
Yep. So when he gets to, I believe, zero actually. So yeah, when he gets to zero health,
right?
he gains, I believe, about 150. So he gains half of his total health,
Right.
and after a brief period of time, he gains that much health back.
Okay.
So if you're fighting a Wolverine, you have to be, you can't just do like 300 damage to him and walk away. You have to keep damaging him.
So now what's Berserker Rage? I see that on the list here.
That is the charge up. So when Logan attacks or takes hits, he builds up Berserker Rage, and that boosts the damage of his claw strikes and the bonus health from his healing factor. So that's the claws heating up,
All right. And then we
is
have Vish.
Berserker Rage,
Then we have Vicious Rampage. Let's see Vicious Rampage.
which is kind of like Fastball Special because he. Oh no, that's a different move. I'm thinking of a different move.
So he runs at the target and then does like an X with both claws. Like both claws come
Yep.
across and form an X.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Then he has Undying Animal.
Oh, please tell me like just let's see what's Undying Animal.
So pretty much he howls and briefly reduces incoming damage for about 5 seconds.
Okay, I did not see him howling at the moon. That is weird. That is strange.
Then he,
Feral. Go ahead.
yep. So this is the move that's similar to Fastball Special.
Feral leap. He so he so does he have to so it looks like he runs at okay, I'll describe it. He's running at an enemy, hits
He
them and then
jumps.
pushes them through the air,
Yep.
lands and then does Berserker Rage. And then for some unexplainable reason, when he is done, his hair turns
That
into
is
spikes.
that is when Berserker Rage is at 100%. So you fill up Berserker Rage and you gain a boost to all damage and his hair spikes up like that.
That is bizarre. The hair spiking up is bizarre.
But I will say you don't have to be in front of the enemy to land the Feral Leap. I have seen Wolverines jump walls and body slam people several times.
Nice. All right. And what do we got? We did Savage Claw. Is this the ultimate?
Last stand.
Last stand. So he's standing there. He what? It's gonna take me a second. So he takes
So
out
he
one
launches them up
enemy.
into the air,
All right.
and
So he
then
uses
he,
his claws, pushes them up in the air,
and
lands.
then, so while he's in the air, he dives at another enemy and slams the first enemy into the ground.
A little disappointing. A little disappointing.
I will say it does scale with rage, so it deals more damage the more rage Wolverine has before using the move.
Understood.
So yeah, I don't think this is an overall bad Wolverine design, I will say.
I will disagree with you, especially with the sneakers. I don't understand, don't get it.
I think it's decently close to what comic Wolverine is supposed to look like
Oh, no, 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 no,
without the hair spiking up.
no, this is not, no, that is wrong. Incorrect. This is Hot Topic Wolverine. He went and bought a coat. That's it. No.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of one of his alternate colors. I'll say that.
All right. All right. So we've gone through all the characters. So
Yep.
far, there are, let me see real quick 3, 6, 7, 14, 28. Go to the last page, please.
35.
35. So right now, there are 35 characters. Now, I think we should rank the top five. I'm going to go on not just the look, but like staying true to the character and good design. So I'm going to let you go first. You played, so you give me your top five
Yeah.
characters.
So,
The design, you like
yeah,
the design, you
yeah,
think it's true to who they are.
yeah. So number five,
Yep, number
I
five.
have to say Psylocke. Psylocke for me is number five.
Okay,
She
five,
is, I love the design, but if you look, she has like this flower design up
right?
here on like the shoulder, but you can't really see it in this color palette. Like it's not very, it doesn't stand out at all. Like there are parts of the design that kind of just meld into the base fabric.
All right.
But other than that, I do think this is a great redesign of a character, and I really like the scarf. The scarf and the particle effects are great.
All right. Who's your number four?
Number four is tough. This is all tough because I like a lot of these. I'd say Loki is four for
Loki is
me.
four. What do you like about Loki?
It's I like the ornateness, like the sheer amount of gold on him and like the fur, the extravagance. It's all so fitting for the god of mischief and the ruler of Asgard. It's very fitting for who Loki is as a basic character. Obviously, with the show Loki, a lot of people look at him very differently. But when Loki first shows up, this is what I expect Loki to look like.
And I do like that the horns have angles and
Yeah, it's
corners. I
very
do
angular.
I like the ornateness of the gold on the thighs and the back of the cape with the details. So yes, I agree that they
Yeah.
did a nice job.
Number three.
Number three, come on.
I'm gonna give three to Squirrel Girl.
You're giving three to Squirrel Girl.
It's not an ornate, it's not like super complex, but that's kind of what makes it work well. It's simple, it's accurate to the comics, and it allows her to stand out so much. And I think it's just overall a really good usage of a lesser talked about character.
I do like how accurate it is to the comic books. I do like how they designed her. It looks like a real person, which is always a plus. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, yeah, she is a very well designed character. Number two. Number two is tough because there are several that I could say for number two.
Are we on two? Yeah, you did three was
Yeah,
okay. All right.
yeah.
Sorry.
For number two, I have to go with my girl Storm. As someone who grew up reading the X-Men run where Storm was originally introduced into the X-Men, reading through Storm losing her powers, reading through all of those different storylines with her, this is just a fantastic version of the character. The only reason that she isn't number one for me is the kind of weird X on her chest. Other than that, she is, I would say, one of the best designed characters in here.
All right. So I'm gonna hold your number one. Hold your number one.
Yep.
I'm gonna go through my top five. We'll stop at one and we'll see if we compare. So we need to be on this screen. All right.
Yep. Number five.
So I have a little bit of a tie. I'm gonna cheat. Can't you might as well start
Oh,
cheating in the
come
podcast.
on. Oh, come
All
on.
right. Well, all right. I'm gonna give you an honorable mention then. There we go.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. Then
Honorable
I
mention.
also get one.
Then all right. You can do yours after I do my honorable mention though too. Honorable mention the Cloak and Dagger. Love Cloak. Love the design. Love the look. Dislike Dagger. So honorable mention because it's a half. It can't get in the top five with half. But number five for me, Hella. Love the design. I love the cloak. I think the green works well. It's true to the character. I like that the birds come out, the ravens or crows. I don't know
Yep,
which one it
she's
is.
very closely associated with her crows, and it's very well utilized in her abilities.
Right. So she is my number five.
I feel like I know why she's number five. Is it because of the shoulders?
Yes, I cannot forgive the shoulders, but everything else is great. So the other thing, um, part of the way I'm ranking my list is it can't be totally comic faithful. It does have to adapt. There has to be good reasons for changes that make sense.
Yeah.
So this is really nice, still really close though to true comic book, or at least to the true MCU. It's so
Next up.
let's go to the next screen.
Yep.
All right, one more. We're on the last screen. Shockingly, gonna go with Thor for number four.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, I did not expect this. I like the changes they made. He is Thor when you see him right away. There's no doubt. I like the armor on the arms. I like the beard and the white hair, and I like the use of red on the sides and that. I think it is a very good design. I think the wings are a little too big on the helmet, but it's not a deal breaker. I think it's a great design and a great way to have Thor come out. I think it's wonderful.
I will say he is surprisingly, I wouldn't say simplistic, but compared to the other designs, he feels a lot more minimalist.
Uh,
And
I think there's enough there.
yeah, I'm not saying it as like a bad thing, but like it feels almost toned down, which I think works for an exiled Thor.
Yes, actually, that fits perfectly. If he's defrocked, so to say, that would also mean that he should be a little bit more simplistic looking.
So
So
that's
then we
number
need to,
four for you.
yep, let's go to the middle screen. Wait,
Yep.
nope, I'm sorry, we're on the last screen. My bad. Number
Number
three,
three.
Storm.
Mm.
I agree with you. I love the design. Um, I think the weird cross X on the chest is odd. That does bring it down for me. And I do think that it is adaptive of the comic book design. I just think that they could have done a little bit more. I do really like the braided side of the hair. I think that was
Yeah,
really a
it's
great
it's
choice.
really,
That
really nice looking.
that is a really smart, simple but excellent addition. So Storm's my number three. Now number two will be on the middle screen here. We're going through it. Number two is Magic.
Ooh, good choice. Very good choice.
Now the standard design where she's got the yellow sword and the black, it is a very nice look. Could be real close to comic, that would draw it down a little bit because there's not enough variation.
I I
But
will say,
but no,
yeah,
but the Dark Child part, that
yeah,
redesign,
yeah,
that is awesome. Combined with
yeah,
Magic's really good look, that vaults it to number two. So that
yeah.
would be my number two. So we do not have the same number one.
So
Who's
my
your number one?
honorable, before I do
Oh,
my number
honorable
one,
mention. All right,
my
honorable mention.
honorable mention, there's so many. My honorable mention has to be Jeff. It
Oh,
just, it has to be. It has to be Jeff.
you're playing to the
He's
fans.
I'm not. It's Jeff or Moon Knight for me. My honorable
Oh well,
mention has
you
to be
can't
Jeff
do
or
Moon
Moon
Knight. You
Knight.
can't do Moon Knight. No, take Jeff even with the dog tail. Take him.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeff is my honorable mention. He's just adorable. And I am taking his alternate skins a little bit into account, but just even his
Oh,
base design is absolutely adorable.
all right. So I'm gonna give my number one, and because I don't know what yours is,
I will yeah, yeah.
so I'm gonna give my
So
number one. My number one, Psylocke. I know it's Psylocke. It is a drastic change, but I think it works. I think the details and the things they add, the sort of skirt-like quality, the kimono-like quality, the
yeah.
paying homage to the feudal kind of aspect of it.
The on
I think it
guards,
works.
it's yeah, I just feel like it's there are just some parts of it that I feel like could have been done a little bit better, which is why I had her not
Uh,
in my
For for
not
my,
at
for my criteria, I know it's Psylocke. It has
yeah.
some classic hallmarks of traditional uniform or costumes, but it varies enough for the game. So she's my number one.
Yeah.
Who is your number one?
So my number one
And if you say Mr. Fantastic or Invisible Girl, we're ending this right now.
it's
Come on, who's number one?
it's between two.
No, no, we did honorable mention. You only get
I
one.
know, I know, I
And if it
know.
was between two, one of them should have been your number two.
Well, no, the thing is, yeah,
Go ahead, come
I've
on.
got it. My number one is Scarlet Witch.
Number one is I did not see that coming.
I I love this look for her. I think this is a great adaptation from her comic look. I think it uses the different colors of red really well. I think the way the darker red of her outer outfit contrasts against the brighter red of the inner looks great. I think the headpiece is a great change. I
I will. Yep.
like
Nice
I like
adaptation.
the addition of geometry into her outfit that kind of matches with her magic. Like the symbol on her chest, the different angular bits all over her costume. And I just think overall it is a great version of Scarlet Witch.
All right. So just to recap, my top five, we're gonna go backwards. Honorable mention, I had Cloak and Dagger,
Yep,
mostly Cloak. I had five was Hela. I had
yep,
four was Thor. Three was Storm. Two Magic, and number one Psylocke.
yep. And for me, my honorable mention was Jeff. My number five was, I think my five was Psylocke.
I don't think you gave Psylocke a number, or if
No,
you
I
did, it
did.
was
I
five.
gave
It was five.
Psylocke.
It was five. All
Yeah,
right.
Psylocke was my five. Loki was my four.
Right.
My three was. I'm trying to remember which one I gave three. I think my
Unless
three was Squirrel Girl.
yes, that makes sense. Three was Squirrel
My,
Girl.
my two was Storm, and
Storm.
my one was Scarlet Witch.
There we go. We only overlapped on Storm.
Yep.
Wow, we only overlapped on Storm.
I was gonna
Oh,
give
and Psylocke,
Hela.
and Psylocke. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna give Hela one, but I feel like that is it is in part because of how much I love the cloak, and because one of her alternate skins looks absolutely beautiful, but at the end of the day, I can't judge Hela based on an alternate. So
Not this podcast.
from
No.
pure OG, I have to go with Scarlet Witch as my number one.
All right. So we're just gonna go to the moves, and I'll say something like,
So,
all right.
so I've got
Adam Warlock, we're gonna see what moves he has in the game. What do we got?
So his main projectile is just kind of a little quantum bolt. He kind of just shoots it out of his staff and deals damage to enemies.
So quantum magic is that one?
Yep. He has his regenerative cocoon. So when he dies, he kind of turns into a spirit and can float freely for about 12 seconds. And then he can become a cocoon and resurrects with full health.
Interesting. I wish they showed more of the cocoon in that move. You just see him sort of float up, and a gold encompassing swirl happens.
And he has a team up with Mantis and Star-Lord that gives them the same ability.
Okay. Is that soul passive? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Soul Perseverance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Soul perseverance. I was reading the effect
Yeah,
passive. Got it.
yeah. And then his secondary attack is called Cosmic Cluster, where he charges up energy and releases it in a burst.
Once again,
So
using the
that's,
staff. Yeah.
yeah, focusing it all into the gem of the staff. Then he has Avatar Lifestream, where he can target an ally and bounce energy between them, which can heal multiple people, including himself.
That is a weird name. Avatar live stream.
Then his other ability is called Soul Bond, where he binds his health with his allies and gives them healing over time, along with distributing damage taken across the bond.
Okay. So he's
So
definitely in
he
the
can
healing category.
Yeah, he's a healer. So he can link, like, if your whole team is around you, you can soul bond all of them, and the damage taken kind of just drops because you've got six people taking a increment of the damage instead of one person taking the whole brunt.
So it spreads it across all the characters.
Yeah.
What's
Then
the ultimate?
Karmic Revival.
All right. What happens in karmic revival?
So he resurrects any enemies who died recently and then puts down a aura where anybody who dies while that aura is active will also be resurrected at half health.
All right. So why would you want to resurrect the enemy?
Your teammates.
Oh, all right. You said enemy.
Oh, did I meant I meant teammates.
I'm like, why you want to kill him again? You want to bring him back? I did not kill you enough. Come back here.
I mean, that's kind of what Winter Soldier does.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, so He is one of he's a really unique support because he, I believe, is the only one who can resurrect teammates.
Interesting.
So he fills a really unique role in terms of healers within the game. Then next up, we did go over Black Panthers. So I think the only one we didn't go over is Captain
We went over
America.
Cloak and Dove. I think we went
We
over.
went
Did we
over
go over
Cloak and
Black Widow?
Dagger. We went over
Let's see Black
uh
Widows. I don't remember.
we've got her baton.
Yep, we talked Fleetfoot. What's Edge Dancer
No, we didn't go over all of them. That's right. So she has kind of a kick that launches enemies away,
called
and then
Edge
she can
Dancer?
zip
Nice.
to them.
Which is that Edge Dancer? The zip,
Yeah, that's part of it. So if you land a hit on them, there
right?
is a follow-up attack where she kind of grapples them over to her.
That's interesting. It looks like she uses her gauntlet for that, which is nice to
Yeah.
see.
She does have a team up with Hawkeye, as I mentioned earlier, where Hawkeye gives
Oh,
her
hey,
access to his after images, and
I
she
do
can
like
do that.
I do like it. It changes the point of view to a first person shooter.
That is her scoping in on her rifle. So she has the Red Room rifle, which is a
Oh,
sniper. So she's a sniper in game.
so first person with the straight shooter
Yeah.
ability.
And then she has Fleetfoot, which is her movement ability. So she can pretty much run around and jump really high.
Nice.
And then her ultimate is the Electroplasma Explosion. So she charges up her rifle and releases like a plasma grenade that slows enemies and leaves plasma on the ground. Really just kind of simple burst move.
Nice.
And then we did not go over Cap. He's the only other one we didn't touch on the abilities of. So he swings the shield, of course.
And it's called Sentinel Strike,
Yep.
which is
And he
uh,
can
uh,
throw his shield after the second strike. So he punches twice and then he can throw it.
interesting. Still don't like the shield.
Yeah. And the shield can ricochet 4 times after that. I've realized the shield's design, it appeals to me a little bit because it looks like the hologram shield from that Young Avengers movie I used to watch all the time.
Yeah, but that was all translucent, which I do like. I
Yeah.
don't like this one. Just looks like it's got an edge, and I really hate whatever the bumpers are on it. So,
And he has his team up with Thor, where Thor charges him with electricity.
nice. What's that called?
Charged Aegis.
Aegeus.
Aegeus. Yeah.
Say it again. So what's that called?
Charged Aegis.
Aegeus.
Aegeus.
So that one's called Charge Aegeus when he teams up with Thor.
Yeah. Then we have Living Legend.
Oh, well, please tell me he turns into an ice cube. He puts ice cubes in drinks. Anyway, what? Oh, so
He holds
now
up
it
his
looks like
shield and can ricochet projectiles.
it's kind of silly because it looks like, the shield always ricocheted
Well,
ammunition, and now it's
he
he
extends it
expands.
out. Yeah, he
Yeah,
expands it so it's blocking more. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of silly.
He's not a really good tank. He is one of the lesser played heroes overall.
Oh, wait, we have Super Soldier Slam. What's that?
Yep.
Oh, is he John Cena? It's a John Cena
Kind of
move.
like Venom's. He jumps in the air and slams his shield into the ground, launching up enemies.
Alrighty.
Then
Oh,
we have Liberty Rush.
let's see what. So he runs and gets really quick and hits somebody.
Yeah, it's just a charge.
Wow.
Then we have Vibranium Energy Saw.
So that's the blue around his shield, I would take it, which
He
is weird.
hurls the charged shield and it strikes enemies in a path.
Yeah, it's interesting that if that's what's happening, that it stays blue. Like you'd think it'd be purple, similar to other iterations of vibranium in the game.
Yeah. Then we have Leading Dash, which is pretty much just giving him a speed boost and a leap, kind of similar to what Black Widow has.
Wow, they really did not like this character. They did not give him anything special.
Oh, his ultimate is so bad.
Oh, here we go.
Freedom
First off,
Charge.
the name is Freedom Charge. He what? It
He
looks like,
leaves
what is he
he leaves
doing?
us he leaves an American flag trail that
And
gives bonus health and a movement boost.
I am confused. Okay. Yeah, Ditto like
It is
it-
so bad.
yeah, that's weird. And he runs back. I do like the running backwards. That's a little funny.
Yeah, it is not good.
No, it is not good.
And yeah, that's it. We went over all the other ones.
Pretty sure we
So
did.
that was just a quick little recap because I realized we missed a few when going through all of the characters. Thank you for listening to the first episode of Pop Culture with Pop. It We really kind of just came up with this idea because we enjoy discussing different aspects of pop culture and media, and so we decided why not broadcast it and see what other people think. So I hope you enjoyed our discussion of these characters. We will be revisiting this later on to talk about the alternate skins, but our next episode is going to be a different format, so we hope you will enjoy that as well. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. Goodbye.